Welcome to Creative Tian channel. Today we want to sew a shopping bag or market bag. This is one of my favorite shopping bag. It has very large size and it has a folding pocket. We can fold the whole bag into the little pocket, so it's very easy to carry and it doesn't take up a lot of space. So let's talk a little bit about the material. This is my favorite material. It's waterproof and it's very lightweight and it doesn't really wrinkle much. You can wash in the washing machine and it dries very quickly. But the material seems very difficult to find in the US, so I found something like this. This is actually the shower curtain material. It's still waterproof and lightweight. This is the shower curtain from IKEA. If you can find something like this, it will be a very good material to make your market bag. And another type of waterproof material is something like this. You can make it from this material too, but it's a little bit heavier. Today I'm just going to use my 100% cotton fabric because that's all I have at home. And you can cut the fabric according to my pattern. And if you want smaller bag, you can adjust it to make it smaller. And you can find the pattern on the blog post. Basically, we have two large rectangles, one for the front of the bag, one for the back side. And we have two long rectangles for the handle. And then we need a rectangle piece to make the little pouch so we can fold our shopping bag into it. And the last one is optional. You can make a little ribbon so we can sew it to make a loop and attach to the little pouch. It's convenient to have a little loop so you can hang it when you need to. And I will start with the pouch and the little loop. And to sew the loop is very easy. You can make the loop as long as you like, or you can just use a ribbon. If you have one, we just need a small piece, depending on how big you want your loop to be. Here I have about 1.5 inch by 10 inches, and I'm just folding it to the center and iron it, and then fold it again. So the raw edge are enclosed in the center. And I'm just going to sewing machine and sew a line here. So I finished sewing the line, and next we want to make the pouch like this. And this is a loop I just sewed and make it longer, or you can use any ribbon. And to make the pouch, we have our fabric here. I make it a little bit bigger so it's easier to fold. We fold the piece in half and fold down maybe around 1/2 inch. And then fold it again so the raw edge is enclosed. And then next we have to fold into the center on both sides, maybe 3/8 inch, and then fold it again. And as you can see, it becomes very bulky, so we are going to trim off this bulk here. We are going to trim off this part. And I want to trim off this part too because we really don't need it. You just make it very bulky. So you can see the cut here and here. And then next we are going to fold the sides in. Once and twice. And we can sew it up a line here. And it's the same on the other side, except we need to sew in this loop or any ribbons you have. And I will place it below this part so it's less bulky. And I will do it this way, like that. And I will just sew from the top all the way through the bulk here and all the way down. Because it's double folded, so you will enclose the raw edge. So I sew up this line first, and then the two side lines, and that's what it looks like. Now we can start to turn it inside out. And I will give it the iron. That's the pouch. Next, we can do the handles. I already folded and ironed it, so it's easier to sew. You just fold it once and then fold it again. It can be about 1/4 inch for every fold. It's up to you, but it doesn't have to be big. We just want to enclose the raw edge. So we do the same on both handles, and we will sew a line on top of each side. That's a finished sewing. This is the front side, back side. And the next we are going to sew the back. We have 2 rectangle pieces, and we place it wrong side facing, so the right side is actually facing you. And we are going to sew a line, maybe 1/4 inch or 1/2 centimeter on all 3 sides, left, right, and the bottom side. And then we are going to turn it over and sew one more time. Now I sew the 3 sides. You can see here, I try to be close to the edge. And if there's extra fabric, we can trim it a little bit. Just cut with a scissor so the edge is clean. And the next, we are going to turn it over so the wrong side will be facing out. So I just want to clip the corner and trim the seam a little bit. And then I will turn over and iron it and start sewing. Now I turn it over. You can see the right side is inside. And we can start sewing a line again along the 3 sides. But this time we make it a little bit wider than the first time, so we can enclose the raw seam inside. And you can put a few pins to make it easier to sew. Now we sew up the 3 sides. We'll turn it back to the front. And you can see the seam is bigger than the first time. Now you can see we have very nice seam inside. It's enclosed. You don't see the raw edge. And now for the bottom edge on the both sides, I'm going to create some corner by just pushing in the edge. Like that. And you can decide how deep you want it to be. I push in about 2 inches, like that. Only on the bottom side. So it's like that, and then we can sew a line here over the seam. You can sew 1 or 2 lines, and this is about 2 inches. Most people do a triangle corner. You can do that too, or you can sew a line here. But I like it this way because you can fold it up. It looks smaller and pretty neat. And we do the same on the other side. Just fold it in. So it creates about a 2-inch fold. And we'll sew this line here about 2 inches. And I'll be done with the bottom. Now you can see there's a little line here, but that's okay. Next, we just need to finish the top, put together the handle and the bag. And for the edge, it's very easy. We just fold it twice. We fold down once, maybe 1/2 inch, and then one more time. And then we can sew a line there. But before we sew it, it's better to figure out the location of the handle and pin it up. We'll start with the side with the back. We find the center point first. You can fold it in half. You can find the center point here and make a little mark here. And you can do your double fold. Fold it once and then one more time. And you place the bag we made here. The center line match the center line. And our bag is around 6 inches, so we can just place the handle right next to it. You put a pin here first. To place the handle, we place the right side facing up. And it's the same way we insert the edge below to enclose the edge. And we are going to sew twice. The first time we'll sew close to the bottom of the strip all the way around. And the second time we are going to flip up the handle and sew a line close to the top edge of the bag. So after that, you can see the handle, the right side will be facing out. And we place the handle the same way on the other side, matching the other side. So we have 6 inches in the center and place handle. Pin it. And make sure you don't twist your handle. Just turn it without twisting. And the right side still facing up. Now we can start sewing the first line that's closer to the bottom all the way around. And on the side, because the seam is kind of bulky, so I cut out the top 1/2 inch. So when we fold down, it's not as bulky, it's easier to sew. Fold once and twice and sew a line here. So I sew the first line, you can see it's here. And the next thing, we just flip over the handle. So the right side is facing out. And we just sew over it close to the top edge all the way around. And the same on the other side. Flip the handle up like that. And sew a line near the top. For the top of the handle, you can fold it in half and sew a little bit, maybe 3 inches around here, so it's easier to carry. Now we want to fold it into the pocket. We just take out the pocket and fold everything else to the size that will fit. It doesn't really have exact science to fold it. You just make it small enough so it will fit into the center. And I will also take out this loop. Make sure it's outside. And you just start folding it. And that's it. Thank you for watching today and see you next week.